Hello and welcome to a quick tutorial on how to get the VWT Community server maps in-game on Wurm Unlimited. My name's Smebb. I'm going to walk you through how to install the maps. I'm going to quickly show you what it looks like without the maps first, just so you can confirm it. Alright, if you press M by default, that shows the map. Usually if you join a server that has a custom map, it doesn't, it shows the freedom isles, which is going to be no use to anyone. So to get the VWT maps in game, which similar to these ones here, first of all what you're going to do is make sure that Wurm Unlimited is closed completely, or else you're going to get errors. Right. You want to go to the WinRAR website, and there's a free trial download. It depends on what version of Windows you're running. I already have WinRAR installed, but basically all you do is just download it. And then install. Yeah, that's basically it. You can just go through. There is no malware, no spyware, nothing like that that's bundled with it. No adware, nothing. So once you've got it installed, you'll want to download this, which is the zip file, which contains the files that you want to insert into the game. You want that graphics folder somewhere. Just put it on your desktop. Right, now what you want to do is you want to find wherever your Unlimited is installed, which is usually C, program files, Steam apps, common, Wurm Unlimited, and it's the Wurm launcher. That's where you want to be going into. Now, before you do anything to these files, I'd recommend you making a copy of this packs folder. I mean, you can just, if you've got Steam installed to the default location and you have Wurm Unlimited installed in your Steam folder, then you can just copy and paste that, and it'll take you into here. Now, back this up, this file here, before you do anything with it. So I'm just going to make a copy of that on my desktop. Oh yeah, because there's a folder, right. It's a really big file because there's a lot of images in it, so it might take a while depending on your computer speed. Once you have a copy of that, what you want to do is you want to right click on the graphics jar file and click on open with WinRAR. If you installed 7-zip, it'll be similar to this. It'll just say open with 7-zip or something, and you'll get something that looks like this. Well, these are all the files that makes up it's like all the models and all the textures, and your graphical user interface will be stored in here. Now there's two files that we're going to be replacing, which is the mappings.txt, the XML's mapunlimited.xml. Those are the only two files that we're going to actually replace. We're going to be adding the two map files in the GUI test maps, and it's going to be inserted into here. Now, provided that you haven't gone into any of those folders, you can just highlight those files there, drag them over onto WinRAR. Make sure this says add and replace files under where it says update mode. You don't need to click anything else, just click OK and then wait, because it'll have to add the files, verify them, and then recreate the jar file. Make sure the directory structure is correct. Now, some people say that when you modify the client, you need to remove the meta-inf directory, which is a little bit further up. But I've never had any problems just adding the files in, because the WinRAR, it actually creates the Java data that it needs. There we go. So what were the files that we just added? Basically, they are telling Wurm it's telling the Wurm to add Violent Isles map and Violent Isles South, and setting those to those two images there, which are pretty much those two images here. And also this here, it's added on the Violent Isles with the default annotations for the Isle of Regret, No You Market and your map, and also the map for Violent Isles South and the marker for Peaceful Pier. If you know how to edit XMLs, or you feel confident in doing that, then you can just add in from Violent Isles to Violent Isles South down here, and that's all you need to add into the mapunlimited.xml. And the mappings.txt is those two lines there, map.violent isles and map.violent isles south. Right, with those files added in there, I'll exit this. The open Wurm Unlimited now. Now if I press M, there we go, Violent Isles map. has the annotations for Know Your Market, EMR, and Isle of Regret. And that's all you've got to do to get the map installed and work. You can also add any other maps. Once you download the map data from here, the files that are in here, you can add whatever you want. If you add a file into here, or anywhere in this jar file, and you reference it in here, then you'll be able to give it a name, like here's the maps, because it's related to the maps. You can just add in like just whatever files you want, really. Reference them in there, and then in this, see how it says texture there? That's basically the little icons that you add for the annotations, but the actual map name is there, the map texture name, map.violent isles, which is here. That's it, thank you very much. If you have any problems, you can contact us on Steam. My Steam profile, I will stick it in the description below, but if you just add us and say, oh, I need help or whatever, I'll be happy to help. Okay, thank you very much for your time. Have fun. The Violent Isles are waiting.